Felilum, fiddleheads. Welcome to Station AOAS. I'm Alondra Leavensworth, and I'll be your host for today's Omnicast. From the Weird News is Our Kind of News desk, after the New York Times posted a story about the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, Congressman Jonathan Stickland suggested that if ETs, extraterrestrials, exist, they will need spiritual aid to get to heaven. Quote, if aliens are real, salvation through Jesus Christ is the only way they enter heaven. End quote. Welcome to Earth. Now repent. Stop 2 in the Omni Tales Tea Tour commences in just a few hours. If you're unable to attend in person due to distance or distancing, if you're an Aetherean and have gone incorporeal, could be another reason you wouldn't be able to attend. For any of those reasons, you can still take part virtually through a live video via the Book of Faces site. See the Ocademy's event page there for details. The Ocademy's new club 1111 and Plottin's Tea Travelers Society want your ideas on events to host in 2021. If you have suggestions and believe life will continue beyond 2020, get a hold of either entity via email or societal media and weigh in. In finance, denizens of Dim Tao's Claymore planet, Aetherean, were recently raided by a group of XQ abominates. The rebels threw locally sourced bricks through the windows of a number of shops in an attempt to incite unrest. Unbeknownst to the rebels, the bricks were made of tea, the primary form of currency on Claymore. Thus, while trying to do damage to the shops, the insurgents ended up lobbing onto the shop's floors bricks worth more than most shop owners generally make in half a year. The Claymore economy is now booming, as we'd expect. As part of Station AOAS's Straight from the Art segment, I will read an excerpt from the Ocademy's Besties and Beasties anthology, Finny by Stephen Thompson. My friends call me Sammy. I stay on a ground farm in the Tricorn Valley on Altair 5. I call my pet Finny, although his full name is Finny Skyswimmer. He's a beautiful rainbow flyer, with shimmering iridescent scales all over his body. They are very hard to catch, and I don't know of anyone else who has one. I found him when he was very small, caught up in the tangle of a rose bramble patch that had broken off from the cloud and fallen to the ground. Those sky rose brambles make such a net of stems that it's easy to get caught up in them. There are a couple of rafts of them that seem to circle around above our valley. Mom calls them sky roses, although most people just call them sky brambles. Dad says she's just fanciful, but they do have small flowers that look like ground roses, although they've got more colors. Some are gold and speckled silver with blue edges. Some are white-edged crimson, and a whole number of other combinations. Anyway, there he was, caught in the brambles. That's all we get. But to find out what happens to Finny, dive into the anthology. I think I might have to. In weather, the weather in Dim Gamma's new and improved galaxy has taken a dramatic turn. After a weathercaster reported fat raindrops falling in several areas, the water drops decided to go on diets, reducing in size to the point that there is no more rain, just intense humidity, much to the discomfiture of those who live there. The weathercaster has since been fired and his meteorologist license revoked. I should think so. You see, I was getting so upset just reading that. Water droplets and, any beings in nature should have the right to be any size, any shape that they want to be. especially if they're doing such good in the world as water. Excuse me. In sports, the state of Maryland's hard crab derby's fate is in the balance this year due to gathering restrictions. The crabs who have been training for the crab race have become crabbier than ever at the news, and have taken to pinching all who come near them, even their handlers. Oh dear. Sadly, no one will be crowned Miss Crustacean by Derby officials this year. Dark times indeed. And now for the week's upcoming observances, which are relatively few. Tell a Joke Day, Thrift Shop Day, perhaps we'll hear the song by Macklemore, as I'm told. My roommate likes him. Daffodil Day, Mail Order Catalog Day. You don't see many of those anymore. Chocolate Pecan Pie Day. Delicious. Aviation Day. Tooth Fairy Day, for those who missed it in February, or for those who want to celebrate it again. Potato Day. Radio Day. Mosquito Day. Spumoni Day. Also delicious. Be an Angel Day. And Bad Poetry Day. And that concludes this week's Omnicast. Tune in next week because why not? For Station AOAS, I'm Alondra Leavensworth. Chéri Station.